I heard you had a cat.
I do. You want to see Squid?
Yes, please. Oh, she's so cute. Wait, is it she?
Yep, you're absolutely right. Her name is Squid. Squid, say hi to Abie.
How old is she?
Squid just turned a year.
Yeah, because I was like, she looks kind of young.
Yeah, she's a little. So we just got her basically a year ago, and she has made our lives so happy. I live with my fiance, who's a wonderful writer herself. Her name's Alice Sola Kim. Do you have a pet?
Oh yeah, we have a dog. Her name's Cuppy. She's 7, I think. Okay, Isaac. My first question is, in your heart, are you a man or are you a boy?
I'm a boy. That's a very good question.
What do you mean by that? Like,
I believe that I have remained playful and young at heart. I think everyone has the potential to stay connected to their youthfulness, no matter their age. And that is something that I've chosen to do throughout my life. And it's something that I hope I get to hold on to for the rest of the years that I have left.
is that your inspiration for writing a picture book for like kids?
No, so the inspiration for the kids' book was the main character's name is Cece, and I have a niece, and her name is Cece, and she was having a rough day once, and so I just kind of had this idea that I've been kicking around since way before Cece was around. I always wanted to do a kids' book about tattoos since I was young, like in my 20s. Once my friends started having kids. But yeah, no, the inspiration is my niece.
Something I did actually notice when reading your book is like, this isn't all about just pirates. I was like, this is also motivation. It's like the bravery and all that. It's not just about pirates and tattoos. It's
absolutely, Abie. You fucking nailed it, man. You fucking got it right on the head. Like that is the thing that I like to say is it's not really about pirates, although it kind of is, and it's not even totally about tattoos, although of course it is. But what it's really about is how hanging out and spending time with people you love, like talking like this, can change your outlook on the world.
I like that tattoos are an important part of your book. How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
80. So I got my first tattoo. I was really lucky. I had basically kind of a mentor figure in my life who basically wanted to make sure I was going to graduate high school. I was getting in a lot of trouble. Between you and me, I was a little bit of a shithead. Not afraid to tell you that. And basically, I had a mentor in my life, and he said to me, if you graduate from high school, I will pay for your first tattoo. This is back the state that I lived in, tattoos were illegal. We drove up to New Hampshire, and after I graduated, he paid for my first tattoo, which, let me tell you, again, between you and me, I barely graduated. So I'm very happy. It's a very ugly tattoo, but I really love it.
Can we possibly see the tattoo?
Oh. All right, Abie, for you, I'm going to do it. But let me tell you, it's real dumb. It's real dumb. It is a tattoo. It looks like the tattoo that it is. I got in a trailer in Seabrook, New Hampshire. And do you mind if I tell you a quick story about it? First, let me show it to you. So what this is...
That's not that bad.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. What this is supposed to be, it looks like the cover of a Godsmack album. What it's supposed to be is a Celtic tree of life where the branches connect with the roots inside of a tribal sun. But I'm going to tell you a quick story, which is I got this tattoo. And like I said, my mentor took me to get it. And at the time I was working at a hotel as a maintenance man. Got back to my job. I loved it. I was on cloud 9. I was like, this tattoo is the coolest tattoo that anybody has ever gotten. And I went to show it to my boss, who's a little bit of a dickhead. And I immediately showed it to him. And he just said to me, why did you get Spider-Man getting his Spidey sense? And you can see it, right? The 2 eyes?
Yeah.
And you know when Spider-Man gets a Spidey sense, it kind of tingles like that? So I enjoyed this tattoo for all of 2 hours before my boss made me feel bad about it. But I still love it. I'm never covering it up because it means something.
By the way, there's nothing to worry about because like I'm on social media a lot, and so I've seen much, much worse. Like I've seen people with like skeleton faces, like they get a tattoo of like skeletons on their faces. I've seen so much worse.
Oh, you know how to make me feel good, man. Thank you. You're like, that isn't as shitty as you think it is. I'll say this, but what you just said, though, is a very good point. You're right. I have a lot of bad tattoos and I have a lot of good tattoos. And the way to think about it for me is like, have you ever seen a car with a lot of bumper stickers?
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is a jalopy. At this point in my life, this body is just like, you know, it's a rundown jalopy, and it doesn't matter to me to stick a couple more bumper stickers on there.
Do you ever curse in front of children during presentations?
If I'm invited into a school, I do like to follow the rules. So I would never curse in front of a bunch of children if, you know, I was in a presentation setting.
So this may seem out of the ordinary, but what's your favorite kind of whiskey?
Listen, if we're talking just bourbons, I'm a big fan of Four Roses. It's delicious, but it's affordable. So I dig Four Roses. But if we're talking like if we can bring in the whole spectrum of whiskey, I'm really into Scotch, and there's this wonderful, like, delicious, very peaty Scotch called Oban.
I understood half the words you were talking about just there. So I'm just gonna act like I knew what you're talking about and change the subject. Obviously, pirates did a lot of bad things. While researching pirates, did you find anything you didn't know before?
While not perfect, and obviously a lot of bad stuff, there's some good stuff in there. Pirates were very good on almost the word to use is socialism. A lot of their ships did not have hierarchies. They would actually split the treasure, or let's be honest, money gotten by ill-gotten means, you know, stolen stuff, but they would usually split it equally once they took it away from somebody else. They also were, some of them, like, very forward-thinking on gender stuff. There were a lot of women pirates. There's a lot of gender fluidity throughout the kind of historical pirate community. So, are pirates historically a perfect, what's the word I'm looking for? A good example? Maybe not, but they had some pretty interesting stuff. If you want to work on a kid's book about pirates and historical facts, I'd be down with that. You and I could work out some kind of, like, we could split it 50-50, like I've been saying. We could maybe make something work.